Hello and welcome. This is the Basketball National League Courtside magazine show. You know how we roll. I've got with me the guys. We form the three people that basically close up that tripartite alliance. My main man, Q and Mkolisi. Guys, we had a great round of games in week 8.
It was a great weekend of basketball, KP. Thank you very much. I mean, even starting on Friday, looking at the Pride. The Pride, of course, have played throughout this weekend and have lost all their games, but I'm sure there are some things that they have learned from all of those losses right there. And, hey, what can you say about Saturday, man? You know, they're not on TV on a Saturday, but the Royal Show came into town, and, man, they just showed the Western Cape Mountaineers. They just showed them up, and we just saw a great game right now. The Agoli Magic taking on the Mpumalanga Rhinos, and hey, it's a race for the playoffs, and right now it's all the way to the championships for any one of the 4 teams.
Q, Panthers, Eagles, that was a great round as well.
There were so many games that we can speak about. Each game had its own narrative. I mean, you look at the Tshwane Suns and the way they played, it was less than impressive from the defending champions. It really was not a great weekend for them. The Agoli Magic weighed in again, and they showed why they are preferred as some of the top contenders in the league. And the Doozy Royal Show closed out in style. 11-0, they don't play anymore until we see them in the semi-final.
Great round of games, guys. Let's have a quick look now at the fixtures for Friday. We had the Limpopo Pride going up against the Tshwane Suns, and then we had the KwaZulu Marlins going up against the Mountaineers. The Suns and Marlins on both occasions getting the W.
Four and four, McLean all the way with a layup. The screen rolling to the basket. Zamini gets it to Hwedi. McPhee puts defenders in the air. Hits the short 2 once again. Mullins to inbound the pass. Finds Gilchrist just underneath the basket. And Bruce Lutumba Sivule Kavani checked into the game for the Mountaineers. Koti with the left hand. Good take. And Kavani now leading the break. Kavani will go all the way to the basket. Lutumba with the follow and the cleanup. Shamini.
I know Coach Double likes to rotate. 3-ball. Mteche knocks it down. Baseline now. Mapurisa. Very aggressive. Standard Mapurisa gets the finish.
Mapurisa finds Mtekazi. Tsele. Gilchrist against Kavani. Finds Mtleche underneath. Converts the 2. Koti with finish. Kavani running once again all the way to the basket. Rebound Zamini down the floor. To Mtleche streaking. And loses his train of thought. His trail. The 3-ball. Great shot outside. Danga to Mulamba all alone. Bang! Well, it must be my eyes, because I did not think that I've seen Shongwe. That's just how much he's disappeared to me. And a 3-ball by Danga on the wing. 3-on-3 break. Jerry drives in, hop step, puts up the jumper inside. Shongwe inside, left hand finish. 2-on-2 break. Maranele hands in the air off the backboard, the finger roll, and Nazi spills to the floor looking for the charge. Okay, 4, open for 3, drives inside, puts up the floater, running jumper is good.
Shooting percentage from everywhere is still an issue. They've benefited greatly from second chance opportunities. And Mulamba tries to put it down. Mulamba followed. Shongwe rather on the follow.
Yes, checked into the game, and T-Man 24 finally. And out of that timeout, Ngosi all the way to the basket, and Tembu's right there. Hobga 7 on the shot clock, finds him Tembu inside, and the one-handed dunk. Suns with an 11-point lead. Kinta cleans up.
great round of action. Now guys, I know the Limpopo Pride score doesn't really reflect it, but I felt that the Limpopo Pride actually had a chance to win that game over the Tshwane Suns.
One thing that stuck out for me was they were 9 of 34 from the free throw line. That's just not good enough from a team that intends on defending a championship title. They were also, they couldn't find scoring from anybody on the floor. They found balanced scoring. 3 guys in double figures, 3 guys on 9 points. It was still, less than impressive. And if you're looking at the Tshwane Suns as title contenders, I think this weekend you will be very disappointed with what they did on the floor.
The other team that we saw playing there, the KwaZulu Marlins. The Marlins, definitely one of the teams that you would have thought were going to make the top 4, Mxolisi. They came through with the win, but I'm sure they're disappointed that they're not going to make it through to the top 4.
KP, definitely. For the Marlins, we really thought that they were going to make it for that 4th position. The Marlins are almost like the Magic. The Magic right now are peaking at the right time, but the Marlins take just a little bit too long to get going in their machine, to really get warm and start getting into game shape and start playing hard. But the Marlins right now are outside, don't really have a chance. It'll really depend on what's going to happen. Right now the Marlins, their hopes of getting the 4th spot is in the hands of the other teams, but they're outside and they're looking in at the moment. But great wins for them over the weekend.
Speaking of Saturday, let's have a quick look at the fixtures that we had for Saturday's games. The Limpopo Pride, they went up against the Marlins. We had the Doozy Royals with a huge win over the Mountaineers. And then we had the Soweto Panthers solidifying that 4th spot with a win over the Northwest Eagles.
Fletcher throws it away, 3-on-1 break. Pride with LK4. Put it up, got it. Maranele pulls up for the 3. Maranele. Pokwani, he's open for the 3, drills another one. Gilchrist wants it in the low post. Give it to him. Gilchrist draws a double team. Someone's open. Dlamini drives on the baseline, hangs in the air, puts it up.
And Pride going to continue to penetrate the zone, and Gilchrist works on Pokwani, and he will take advantage of that matchup.
Koza. Mhobu from way out drills the 3. And Mtembu open for 3, drills the 3. Skhumbuzo Mtembu. McLean, steal by Kumape down the floor. Finishes with a layup. McLean, McPhee in open space. Will pull up the short jumper. Mkleja pull up for 3. McPhee's right there cleaning up with the left hand.
This is resilient.
Mapurisa looking to drive inside, pull up jumper from way out and pulls glass. Quite an experienced lineup on the floor. Very young but very experienced in Jackson, Stern and Mapurisa. 2 of 2. On Shabalala, 2-on-1 break. Stern is right there for the follow. Watch out! 2 hands! Royals now with the ball. Jackson spins inside, splits the double team but unable to finish. Zakani Ngobeni recovers the ball for the Royals, and Shabalala will attempt a 3 from way out and drills it. Ongenda fakes on the 3, drives in, drops it off to Peterson. Great layup. And Peterson with the finish. Sifuile Kavani checked into the game. Lutumba in the corner hits the back iron. Telumusa Kumalo also in the game. Down the floor, TK. Beautiful pass by Stern. Mapurisa, 2 big steps all the way to the basket and sinks the tough layup. And turning it over, 3-on-2. Kumalo the catch from TK, and TK once again with the cleanup. Kavani inside, blocked by Shabalala. Bigger guard. Shabalala gets tangled up with Ongenda, and Ongenda on the floor in pain. Gabriel. Stanga around Mapurisa. On the elbow, Sibankulu, deep jumper, buries the 2. Sibankulu, Talani cleaning up. Stern in the corner will attempt a 3, drills it. Wow, follow through Mtalani in space for three. Boom! Ball stolen away. Corey Stern looking to take it to TK. Oh! And the floater by Ngobeni on the break. Stanger bounce pass to Sibankulu. Two-handed hammer.
Mapurisa goes baseline, throws it up, and this has been a terrible quarter. Corey Stern behind the back.
Turnover. Mtalani. 4-on-1 break to Stern. Thank you very much. Slepe with the steal. All the way. Easy two for Libesa Slepe. Nakani fakes. Finds Luate inside. Oh, and that too just rolls around the basket and rolls in. Well, Q argues in favor of Glass, and Mokumbuta battles underneath, gathers the ball back and finishes. Luate for three. Van der Bale inside, hangs in the air, puts it up. That too will count. Boshi Bununu baseline jumper hits the side of the backboard. Mokumbuta as well. We've hardly seen much of a shooting game from him, but Prinsloo just inside the key drills the two. Mokumbuta with the steal on Maseko. One-handed hammer. Maseko very high for Glass, but Glass latches onto the pass. Finds Kiukhatile inside. Working, Kiukhatile splits the double team, puts up the shot, counted, flexes again. A short break between the first and the second quarter. Opens with a jumper in the corner by Malakia Luate, and Thabo Sithole brings it back the other way. The Euro step puts it high after Glass. Kiukhatile working on Van der Bale. Oh my goodness, one-handed flush. Mudisayesi for three, drills it in the corner. Nkululeko Kumete, Songo for three, drills it just at the top of the wing. Genga with the shake. Van der Bale at the top and drills that jumper. Nakani pulls up for three of his own. Shoniwa Usha is there for the quick putback. Mokumbuta pulls up for the three, very long, rattles in.
Great round of games there. We saw the Doozy Royals. For some reason, guys, they're a Durban team, but they have got the most support in the Basketball National League here in Gauteng. I don't know whether it's the marketing, I don't know whether it's the players. Apparently the guys are kind of fly. Guys, what is it about this Doozy Royals team that has everybody so excited?
I know we can speak about what happens in the stadium, and they have, let's say, arguably some of the best looking supporters, and that gets people in the stadium up and running. But apart from that, you know, they really do play great basketball. It's like they adjust and that they're peaking at the right time. You know, they played a great transition basketball. We saw the combination of Stern and Ngobeni connecting on the floor, and that was showtime, and that got people involved in the game. We saw Sibankulu also getting to the rim, and it really is this team that brings in energy. Their owner has a love for the game and a passion for the game, and it reflects through the organization.
Well, what I love about the Doozy Royals, the power of suggestion. I mean, people come and see the Doozy Royals, and then they go away and talk about this team wherever and however they want to talk about it, and then people want to come and witness this thing. You saw when they walked onto the floor just before the Mountaineers, they came onto the floor, walking in a straight line, one player behind the other, and all of a sudden the arena erupted. And don't forget, they are from KZN, but they playing in Johannesburg, and that means a whole lot of KZN transplants who are here in Johannesburg come out here to support them. So they are the most loved team in the BNL. They have the most following, and don't forget on social media, man, they are busy.
Now guys, we're going to have a quick look at the fixtures for Sunday's games. Great rounds of action once again. We had the Tshwane Suns coming through with a very, I'd say, suspect victory over the Zebras. And then we had the Eagles going up against the Pride. The Pride really played with a lot of pride in that game, but they couldn't get over that hump. They lost that game. And then we had the Rhinos losing in a game that their goalie magic just dominated. Great round of action.
Steal by Dunga all the way to the basket, left-handed hammer. Wow. That's what I call being caught unaware.
Tomahawk, hammer, and emphasis.
Kunga pulls up just at the top of the key. Dale with the rebound, cleans up, rattles in the layup. Fiston Mazoa also in the game for the Northern Cape Zebras. I wonder how the Zebras are doing this, calling subs. Matsi first.
Loyal to Mabiza. Mabiza beats Malamba. Beautiful baseline drive. Underhanded pass. Malamba.
Moyo is all alone, will shoot the three and gets it to drop.
You can't leave a knockdown shooter with that much time and space.
Mati will pull up for and a deep two. Foot on the line. Kunga puts up the two. Alaska catches on to the pass. Masibugo wants it. Mabo spills to the floor. Mtsibande. PB to Festile. Drills a three from the corner. Mwejana. Banda kicks it out into the corner. Ntlanya misses on the three. Mwejana with the rebound. Back to Ntlanya. Between two defenders, Ntlanya high finish on the layup. The ball in the hands of Chief. Masibugo steals it down the floor. Look out! One-handed hammer. And that play gets everyone on their feet. The steal. Masibugo 2-foot takeoff. Welcome to flight school. Malebatsi kicks it way out to the corner to Victor. Drops in the three.
And that the final shot attempt of this game between the Mpumalanga Rhinos and Igoli Magic. Knocks down the three-point play.
Luate outside for three, rattles it in. Glass. Luate open for three. Boom! Eagles in a zone. And baseline jump shot by LK4. Maranele. Hand in the passing lane. Two-hand jam.
And in transition, this is why he's one of the most loved players in the league.
Outside to LK4, another opportunity for three, and this time LK4 drills it just as the shot clock expires.
A much better offensive possession for the Pride.
Mhobu rattles in a three, and now a three-point game with 1:50 to play in the fourth. Angola spins, puts up the layup, and Pukwani not putting up any resistance at all. Full-time score, Northwest Eagles 77, Limpopo Pride 67.
Looking at this log right now, as it is, do you see any dark horses coming through and causing an upset?
You must remember, KP, you see the Panthers that are 6-3. They have two tough games coming up. They play against the Marlins next weekend, and they play against the Igoli Magic. If they lose those two games, that takes them out of the reckoning and brings them into that 4-team pool. So that includes the Marlins, that includes the Rhinos, and that includes the Mountaineers. And the Eagles. So the onus is really on them. Their destiny is in their hands. They have got to win both games if they want to hold on to that fourth spot.
My take though, guys, is that you have to come through in the big games, and in the semi-final, that the onus is on you. You got to come through playing really hard, and that's how we're going to see it going into these playoffs. Having a quick look at week 9's fixtures, we have the Eagles going up against the Rhinos, and then we have the Marlins rounding things off against the Panthers. Looking at Saturday's matchups, we see the Tshwane Suns looking at a chance to bounce back over the Mountaineers. Plus we have the Limpopo Pride going up against the Windbreakers. That's a game that the Pride should be winning. On Sunday, we have the Zebras going up against the Windbreakers. Remember, that game is going to determine who comes away with 1 win and who's going to finish the season with 0 on the win column. And then we have the Rhinos going up against the Mountaineers, and we round things off with a great game where we see the Goli Magic going up against the Soweto Panthers. Now, you know how we do. We always have our little gimmicks. And Kolisi, what have you prepared for us this week?
Hip-hop is a phenomenon. It's been proven in the South. Mangakoli ungaboni wazobon. BNL Courtside. We do it without ego. Coming through in the clutch, just like we're shooting free throws.
Look, I don't know what else to say about that, guys. That is it. We're going to leave things, though, with the dunks of the week. But before I take you there, you know I got to sign it off. And you know how I do. I've had to kind of mix it up a little bit because everybody is trying to jump on it. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. There we go.
Awula ngoma kumi aka H Dala mapi just I say Afro tape man spend to my guest trying so you can't see we pass you some of the visions TKZ Isama yet niggas asinjelanga this the number the nation screaming out late twana ice ya baba kule came out season tanga on the road with these hits twana Chico Twala
put one in the air for the come up kingdom put one in the air for the summer season took it to the edge looking at my souvenirs rookie of the year yeah I know that feeling think back to the old day crown in my reach all I wanted was a gold chain world at my feet another bottle of rose life is a beach oh I think she the girl in my jeans
Hala missis at the Zapco La Posic Bonnet wow cause we the rookies of the year spit to everybody here with your hands in the air screaming take it in 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 cause we the rookies of the year spit to everybody here with your hands in the air screaming take it in
so put your hands up and be it, take it in. So put your hands up and be it, take it in. So put your hands up and be it, take it in. So put your hands up and be it, take it in.
Once again in the house tonight so correct like the remix is on the nights right you know the blow up I told them we gon' show up now we drop the song and watch everybody go nuts we in the zone now the type of niggas that just go and shut the bar down yeah we never slow down cause we all us petty trouble and we bout to ball out take it in ain't nobody better than these kids from Debony no reason but I keep debiting for the control and supervision got the Remy in the system I ain't get a style let's dance party no stress baby slowly how are you hearing together in the background turn the beat up in a weeknight so you get down Hala missis at the Zapco La Posic Bonnet wow cause we the rookies of the year spit to everybody here with your hands in the air screaming take it in 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 cause we the rookies of the year spit to everybody here with your hands in the air screaming take it in